Like many players, we're enjoying our first taste of Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter World this week, and it is quite the tasty dish. There really isn't another gaming series quite like it, and it's a lot to get your head around at first, but we're honestly enjoying every minute. Here are 6 kind of weird things that we absolutely love about Monster Hunter World. Despite all the murder, it's actually quite relaxing. There's something nice about a game where you aren't constantly pushing forward to the next objective, but sticking around and squeezing every last experience you can out of an area and its wildlife. The way that Monster Hunter World is paced and the way that its gameplay loop is structured means that you're encouraged to take your time and carve out your own personal routines and rituals, something that could easily become tedious in another game but actually is quite soothing here. Which definitely helps, because it's seldom that you'll be fighting the same species of monster just the one time, though battles never go the same way twice. The ebb and flow of gameplay and the calm before the storm of battle makes those high points even more thrilling, and it really makes you stop and appreciate the beauty of the world around you. Before you go and slaughter it all, of course. Eating before embarking on a quest, and even eating while actually on a quest, is a cornerstone of the Monster Hunter experience. It's an important thing to do because it grants you essential stat boosts that can really mean the difference between a successful hunt and abject failure. However, Monster Hunter makes this ritual into more than just a perfunctory action. It's an event. Every time you order something at the canteen, you're treated to a gorgeous cutscene as your chefs prepare your meal. You can tell that so much care has gone into making all the food in Monster Hunter World look absolutely delicious, and it really does. And the ravenous way that your hunter and Palico chow down on their mini feasts somehow makes you appreciate the physically challenging and outdoorsy nature of their work even more. Damn, I really want to eat something that's been either roasted or skewered right now. Speaking of food though, the food chain in Monster Hunter World is one of those amazing things that can fly under your radar for so long, but once you actually see it in action, it absolutely blows you away. Basically, all of the beasts you hunt also hunt other beasts. It makes sense, and you can usually have an idea of what eats what based on size and habitat. It's also a pretty cool low-key indicator of how much your power has grown. So, for example, one of the first big fights you'll undertake in the game is against a great Jaguarus, which at the time is pretty formidable. However, not much later, when you come up against an Anjanath for the first time, it'll be fighting a great Jaguarus and tossing it aside like it's absolutely nothing, which by that point, it kind of is to you too. But even then, the Anjanath isn't at the top of the food chain either, and you can actually use this to your advantage if you time things right or if you get very lucky. Monster battles aren't just awesome to watch, they can actually work out very much in your favour, and there are some hidden tricks to help summon more powerful beasts to fight by your side. Well, not at your side. Hopefully just far enough out in front of you so they don't notice you. Your trusty feline sidekick, your Palico, is by your side through thick and thin, and it's impossible not to get very quickly attached to them, especially if, like us, you base them on your real-life cat companion. To a Monster Hunter newbie though, Palicos are kind of like this weird and wonderful anomaly. I mean, why on earth are there a race of tiny anthropomorphic cats obsessed with puns and cookery who seemingly exist just to make their humans happy? Let's be honest here, if all the cats in the world somehow grew opposable thumbs tomorrow, their first act would not be to cook us a 3-course meal, it would be to cook us in a 3-course meal. As anyone who owns a cat will tell you, it's their world and we just live in it. So it's just as well Palicos are seemingly content with a life of servitude. Or Monster Hunter World would be a very different game. Still one I'd play though. The Palicoes are just one example of the underlying great thing about Monster Hunter though. It's a very stylish, complex, and often very challenging game, but it's so silly sometimes, and it isn't afraid to embrace that fact. And it has to be, when really it's a game about skinning animal-dinosaur hybrids and using them to make a fancy pair of trousers, and then using those trousers to fight even more dangerous animal-dinosaur hybrids to make even fancier trousers. In a game where you'll likely get knocked back several times before you ultimately prevail, having a sense of humour about you is essential while out in the wastes. That sense of humour is also crucial when it comes to first-time players having to figure out how the game actually works. Monster Hunter World does throw you some text tutorials, but these are nowhere near as useful as just figuring things out for yourself. The problem is that takes time and a lot of trial and error. It can be intimidating when you have no idea what a kinsect is or how to use it, or what the difference is between a quest, a bounty, an expedition, or an investigation. The thing to remember if you're feeling overwhelmed, though, is that Monster Hunter has always been a little bit impenetrable, and even long-time players don't always know what they're doing. That's the beauty of Monster Hunter in a nutshell, though. The wilderness can never truly be tamed, and you'll never really be top of the food chain, no matter how much you think you might be. Just roll with it. But seriously, roll. Roll like your life depended on it. Are you getting stuck into Monster Hunter World? How are you enjoying it? Let us know in the comments or check out one of our other Monster Hunter videos, including one detailing tips for beginners and one that details all the things that scare beginners about the game, but really, they shouldn't. Thanks for watching. Bye!